And on today's episode, we're going to revive the Rebelstein. So this thing's been sitting throughout the winter, and we are going to revive it, bring this thing back to life. Has a custom made, not by us, sprint car chassis. Is it neutral? Maybe. No, it is. Well, don't help. I'm the camera guy. Oh, shit. Yeah. What? It helped if somebody hit the button. So I'm gonna go turn water on. Alright. And I know the camera's catching me along the way. Baby, come back! Probably not. We're gonna air up the tires first. And you got 60 pounds. That way we can roll it around a little bit easier before we get it into the garage where there's some shade. 60 pounds in there. Might go come. There we go. Sprint car body. I don't know if you would call it a sprint car body. No? Or a midget. You would call it. It could be a midget body, chassis, depending on where you're from, whatever you want to call it. But we think it was a homemade cart for a young driver, like practice cart, almost, and parents let him learn on it, and then it got turned into a yard cart and passed around from owner to owner, and we finally ended up with it. I haven't found anything like it. I mean, at least in our area. The motor is definitely not what was on it when we got it. It had a Predator 212, and it moved around fine, but when you're oversized like we are, you definitely need more oomph to get going. And instead of beating up a 212, since they're such great motors, instead of beating one up, we decided, well, let's start looking. And we found this motor. It was a motorcycle that a friend of mine had. He didn't want it anymore. It was a 86 Honda Rebel 250. We took the motor, we bought the bike, brought it back to the house and bottle fed it and tried to get it to make sure it was worth even messing with. So we bottle fed it on the motorcycle frame. Flashback. we knew it ran and ran pretty decent, we tore down the frame, and what you pretty much see is a Frankenstein version of what we wanted to do. I used the lower half of the bike frame itself, right here. Welds aren't the greatest. I'm not a professional welder, but they hold up. But I cut the lower part out, the cradle pretty much that held the engine, and modified it and loaded it to the motor plate itself, and went from there. And basically, the motor's been fine. We've bent one axle multiple times and had it straightened multiple times. This axle is holding up pretty good, but the problem is it likes to slide that way or that way, depending on which one of us is driving and throwing it.
My fault for the last one.
Yes. Basically, I'm the one that fixes it every time.
I'm the one that breaks it.
Yes, constantly.
We pretty much utilized everything from the original bike itself for this cart. Everything we used, we chopped the frame up, welded pretty much what we could to it to stabilize the engine to the chassis itself.
Yeah, basically anything that couldn't be used was scrapped, anything that could be used was saved. And we kept the bike around for probably 6 or 8 months. Little parts, knickknacks, whatever we could get off of it, we used. And then I had some friends donate some parts and came up with the clutch on the shifter here. It's kind of an awkward fit. There might be a redesign in future with it. Hell, the motor might go on to something else when my kids get older. But that's the quick rundown. The basis is this Honda 250 Rebel motor makes, I think I looked up online, they make like 18 horsepower or so and somewhere around the same amount of torque, if not more. They rev up pretty high, but we thought it was cool without going and spending a crap ton of money on upgrading a Predator. We did this and it's working out.
So we bought the cart for $250. We drove about an hour and a half away to go pick it up. This was all black and orange when we picked it up. It had the back of the housing here, which sat over the Predator motor.
Which we still have, which we'll put on before we take it down,
yeah,
so you guys can see it. The only reason it's not on there because we put the Predator motor back here for testing purposes, just to see if we could stop bending axles. And we did until we started playing rough with it one day, and it bent towards the end pretty good. So the motor, since the Predator was back here, we could not put the housing or look-alike fuel tank back here. So we decided to take it off when the Predator was back here, and it's just something we haven't put back on yet, which we might put back on today if we have enough time. If not, still rides without it. Still rides perfect without it. I mean, it hurts your back, but
well, when you get older, you work a lot. You already hurt your back, so it's okay.
Yeah. Now, do you want to go over with them what we got to do today?
Let's do it.
Well, Junk was supposed to go over with you what we were supposed to do.
I'm going to go over with him because he's camera shy, and I mean, you want to look at me anyway. So today what we're going to do is we're going to put these new lock collars on that we got. The last time we drove this, somebody named Chunk kind of took it airborne, which just don't even have suspension to be airborne.
It shouldn't be airborne, other than getting loaded into a vehicle.
You would think with 160 pounds of all this, it wouldn't go airborne. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to put lock collars on the rear here to keep this from going back and forth. Last time, you can see I kind of hit it really hard, and we hit a bolt.
Slid over, and it hit the body mount bolt.
So that's our game plan for today, along with trying to hook up the oil catch can, because this does leak a little bit of oil.
It has crankcase pressure, which I don't know how many miles were on the bike. The odometer was kind of broke whenever we got it, so it has some crankcase issues, which were resolved by putting a catch can on. This is probably full of water from sitting, but
and then we do have to get
fuel line?
A fuel line for this. It is gravity fed. That is from our... Yeah, well, yes, we definitely have to get another one of those.
We'd like to empty this.
But definitely got to empty it. It's been sitting for a while, so it's got a little bit of rust to it. And we're going to...
I hit my elbow. Not the funny, Bo, my elbow.
It's funny to me. I'm sure everybody else is laughing. Anyway, so yeah, new fuel line for that. That is from the original Predator motor from the bike. We kind of put it on here for now. And we will go from there.
I'm going to check the oil real quick. See if there's any water in it. If there is.
What if he just showed up? He won't. We getting anywhere?
Probably not.
I'm thinking, what if I never shifted the axle? It just like really bent into the tire when I landed.
No.
Because wouldn't the tire?
I bent it away,
or I pushed it away. Okay. This is why he fixes stuff. I'm here for moral support.
How much moral support that?
No, I bring out the comedy. Comedy.
I hope you edit that out, like.
Comedy. Yeah, I bring out the comedy part, so
Wow.
I'm here for moral support.
I want to edit that.
I did well. So right now he is just loosening up.
The set screws from the bearings / block colors that were already on it. They weren't really that tight.
So we can just shift it around where we need to, and then we can put our lock collars on.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If somebody didn't mess something else up.
I was the last one to drive it, so whoever else drove it after me who messed it up, it wasn't me.
You were the last one that drove it. No. Yeah. For the moment. I don't know if it's corroded on that.
We don't have that much feedback.
No.
Remember, it is welded too.
No, they didn't stick though.
Oh, that's right. It's moving. It is moving.
Is it bending or is it moving?
It's moving. I can see it moving. Oh yeah, she's definitely.
She's what?
It's definitely moving. So look here, as you see where it was set at right here, and there.
Well, you also got to see the brake pad is right up against the inner one.
There we go. That moved there. Definitely moving it now. Oh yeah. Alright, so we adjusted the caliper, we made sure the carb was free, and made sure the tires rotated, so it's definitely still got combustion.
Compression, not combustion.
Convulsion.
No, bullshit is you.
Language, there are children possibly watching this someday.
This would be so late in the video because of you.
Do I look good on camera? I think I do.
No. Your chin's at 10 pounds.
Why do I do this to myself? Why do I hang out with you outside of work?
I ain't got no teeth, but I got a chin line like a model.
I'd rather have a chin than no teeth.
No, I can still eat a steak, so that's all that matters.
I have to chop it up in a blender for you.
Why would you chop it up and then put it in a blender? You just shove it in a blender and drink it.
You put a whole one in, it's gonna like.
You know what? That could be a health nut.
Yeah, you could.
Smoothies.
What kind of smoothies you got? Steak? What the? There's banana in there. Ew, it's even worse. We were putting the lock collars on now. You just doing one side, or you gonna do the other side?
I'm gonna do both sides.
Is there enough keyway sticking out?
Yeah, because I'm locking this.
Oh yeah, it's on the inside though, between the bearing and the.
Well, I'm locking the sprocket so the sprocket doesn't move anymore.
Okay. We have bigger keyway.
If we had more, like, I would do this differently. Well, I did this whole setup design whenever I got the axle before, and I thought everything would hold in place, but somebody had to test that.
Look, a bug. Oh, hey. How you?
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Where?
Alright, hold the handle. Oh, shit. With your foot, push on the cart. Your dog is fucking me. I'm not even mad at it.
We're all loaded up, heading to O'Reilly's to get a fuel line from the gas tank to the carb. See those? Did you see those?
Those what?
Those.
Don't ever.
Cross 4? Right, how about cross 4? Cross 5.
Dude, we're going, look at that. Cross that. Sorry, my gag reflex kicked me.
Where'd you put your mouth? Mouthing, I just seen something. Oh, was it bad?
Yeah,
there's a bowling alley around here?
yeah. Literally right over there. At the end of
Zip tie to this one. Zip tie both these together. Okay. This way it's nice and steady. It's not going to come over and just drop right down, you know? Can't really help it.
what?
Can't really help it. It's going to be messed up anyway. Even if you stay far away anyway. I'll just order a new one. They're only $40.
You gotta look at the throttle.
Didn't it come with a new throttle?
What?
Didn't it come? No. I could have swore we bought.
No, we bought it in the cable afterwards. Well, like it picked up and then it, well, at least I know it runs. But I think I started it in second because I was going to try to take off, and then it literally died. But I have.
Going to drag you all the way.
I'm going to put it in second.
And try again?
Just, I want to see if it'll run. I can pull the clutch in and coast. If it destroyed the clutch on that, we're kind of, yeah, if it destroyed it just now, we're kind of like SOL. I'll wait till we're past these logs to try it. And I'm in neutral, just so you know. Once that goes in the first, you're probably going to... Tow-meters. Where's roadside assistance when you need them? No? Go! I put it in gear. not that heavy.
Hi guys! Hi! Listen, it's not what it looks like. It broke down, I didn't. See, I would have pushed it back my legs about 3 years ago. Well, didn't go as planned. I mean, we got it running. We got it to move and took it down this long straightaway. We got some footage of that, and it wasn't the greatest. We were kind of rushed for time with it today. Had some family things that were going on.
In the process as well.
Yeah. And, I mean, we got it to rip, and it started moving pretty good, and then the battery came out, and we had some issues with that. That was not a good thing.
Our main goal was to fix the rear end, put the lock collars on, which we did.
Yeah, we got the main things we wanted to do or have been procrastinating on for a while. There's other projects going on. Bottom 6 does them. Project 84, we got this. This is the Rebelstein or Rebelstein. Maybe you guys can come up with a better name because it's a Honda Rebel motor on pretty much a custom chassis made by somebody back in the day. But we're basically gonna go grab the Yerf Dog or DOG and tug this thing back up to the truck before we load it up, and maybe we can get it fired back up and let it sit there and idle and do a walk around for you then. But other than that, cameraman, you got anything to add?
Fan's cool. Brush your teeth. Floss regularly. And mouth on.
All because you'll lose your teeth. Have a good day, people.
Ciao.